Good morning Year 1 and welcome to Friday's Phonics. It's our last Phonics of the week of your first week at home doing your learning. I'm really impressed so far with all the videos and all the photographs we've had in, so good job, and let's finish the week just as good. Okay, so we're going to start by doing some tricky word trucks. We haven't done them since the start of the week, so thinking about our phase 4 tricky words. And remember, you can do this at home as well with that login we gave you. So why not pause the video, have a go on your own, and then come back and do it together. You can do whatever you like, making sure you are concentrating on phase 4. So we've got tricky words and we've got high frequency words, so you could practice both. I'm going to do the tricky words with you today. Okay, so we're going to click next. I'm going to choose my route. I'm going to go to the mountains and I'm going to change my truck and I'm going to change it to yellow today. Bit of a change. So off we go. Getting ready, shouting out. Oh, it's our first word, shouting out the tricky word that you see. Out. Have. Some. Little. Come. One. Were. So. What. Like. When. Do. Said. There. Good job. 14 words, and we did that together in 44 seconds. So why don't you go back onto the login yourself and see if you can beat that time, okay? Might be really good as well, Year 1, to see if you can practice writing those tricky words, and that will really help us in our writing too. Okay, so moving on quickly to our sound of the day. So we're doing a phase 5 sound again, and we're thinking about what sound when we have an R and a Y together today. Can you think about it? Shout it out to the TV or to your screen now. It is oi. Brilliant. Now we already know that an R and an I make oi. So like all of our other sounds this week, we are concentrating on alternative spellings to sounds, okay? So we've got oi and we've got oi. And all of the words we're going to look at today are going to have the spelling of y. So if we move on to having a little look at this. Now it looks a bit of a jingle jangle. Okay, we've got some words and they're all muddled up, and what I'd like you to do today is to have a go on your whiteboards. So if you haven't got them already, pause the video, find your whiteboard pen, and I want you to look really carefully at the words that we've got. Now I've put the sound of the day, oi, in red to help you, and you need to put them in the right order to make a word. So we've got oi and a b. Now, does that make a word? Oib. Oib. I don't think so. So I'm going to write it underneath the correct order, starting with my b and then putting the oi sound after it. And I've got b, oi. Boy. Does that make a word? I think it does. So we've got boy. So now have a look at this one. Gonna give you a couple of seconds. We've got the oi sound and a t. Oh, nearly told you then. An oi and a t. Want you to unscramble it to put it in the right order to make a word. Think because we've done this one together, you should be able to do this one nice and easily. Starting with a t, putting that oi sound after it. Sound it out with me. T, oi. Toy. Brilliant. We've got 2 oi words now. Now these ones are a little bit more difficult because they are bigger. So we've got j, oi, n. J, oi, n. That doesn't make sense. So have a go at building the word using these sounds so that it makes sense. So start with the n. Oi, j, That's nonsense. That's not a real word. Have a little look at it. Have a go on your whiteboards at making a word. Read it back, see if it makes sense. Well done. See if you've got it right. Now I'm going to start with the So I'm going to have Do you know what word I've got yet? J. Then I'm going to put the oi sound at the end. And I've made the word j, oi, enjoy. That was very hard. Well done if you got it. And our last word, thinking where the oi sound is here and where the oi sound was in our other words, it's always at the end. So try again with these words this time. We've got oi, ah. Oh, so is it going to start with a ah, oi? No. Try it with the ah. Off we go. Ah. And I'm going to put the oi at the end, thinking about my letters, how it goes underneath. Ah, oi, and noi. That's a very tricky word. Well done if you got those right, and well done if you've done your letter formation really, really well too. Okay, so we've got the o and the y make oi. And like our other words this week, year one, we have to just remember the right spelling for these sounds, okay? The more we read them and the more we write them, the more we will remember which spelling it is for that word. So thumbs up. Okay, wipe off your whiteboards. Give you a bit of time to do that. And we're going to do what we always do. We're going to apply the oi sound to a super sentence. Okay, but what I'd like you to do today, a little bit of a challenge to end the week, I've put the other spelling of oi in a star. So we've got oi and we've got oi. Those are two ways we can spell the oi sound. And I want you to have a go at thinking of two sentences. One sentence with this spelling rule. So thinking about the word boy. I might write one there. B-oi. Or we could have the word toy. Okay. And then I'd like you to have a go writing a sentence using this spelling of oi. Okay. So we might have oi, queen. Or we might have oi, boil. Okay, I've given you some words. I'd like you now to put them into a sentence for me and then take a photograph and send it in to me. That is very tricky, so if you can do that, I'll be very impressed. Okay, have a lovely weekend and see you on Monday for our next week of sounds.